Welcome to another episode of the Mostly Mike Show. Here's something that no one wants to see laying across their mountain bike trails. A tree trunk weighing hundreds of pounds just covered in poison ivy vines. Had to be a lightning strike. Although these vines look dead, believe me, my personal experience with this hellish plant is a testament that you can catch the dermatitis from the oils in these vines even long after they are dead and appeared to be dried out. So when you see vines and they have hair like that, it's better, you're way better off to stay away from it. You can just see this is completely covered. We can't cut through the vines with the chainsaw because the oils will be dispersed in the air and with the sawdust, and that can be super consequential to inhale or get on my skin. I'm insanely sensitive to contacting poison ivy. I can even catch it from looking at a picture of poison ivy on my cell phone. Try to one-up me on that one in the comments section. So my plan is to make the tree draggable by cutting off any limbs that could catch on other trees. I will then use my rope and pry bar trick used in a few other videos to drag this heavy tree trunk by myself without machines. It pays to try at all costs to avoid contact with the poison ivy vines, but if we want to get this log off the trail, it's inevitable that we'll be in contact with some of the vines. First of all, I'm going to grab my PPE, which mainly consists of nitrile gloves. Now to keep from catching poison ivy, I'm gonna use these disposable rubber gloves, and I'm gonna pitch them when I am done with this. My forearms are likely going to contact the poison ivy vines, so I will either use a post-contact poison ivy medication or scrub the hell out of them when I get home using Fast Orange hand cleaner, then showering. Okay, in order to cut this branch off without putting this stuff up in the air from the poison ivy, I'm just gonna cut a couple of the vines with these snippers. And I gotta remember when I get home to clean these with bleach. Try to get a section of the poison ivy vines removed so the saw won't put that crap up in the air. This is horrible stuff. And I'm probably still gonna get it. I get it from looking at pictures of it on the internet. Okay, I'm gonna make a cut. And of course, as you can see, I got some vine in the saw. I hate this. So the main trunk of the tree is ready to drag, and I left a small stub free of the poison ivy vines at the end we're going to tie onto with a variation of a timber hitch. Get everything out of the way. I'll have Stuntman Mike demonstrate how to tie this simple hitch knot. Okay, so I have about a 10-foot length of rope here. I'm gonna double the rope up, tie it into a loop, just a simple, I guess you call that an overhand knot. And we're gonna feed the rope through it to make a cinchable knot. And I'm gonna tie it around there, and then I'm gonna make a half hitch. You do that just by folding the rope over to itself and taking the piece on top, putting it toward the butt end of the log, and easy as that. The next thing we'll need to do is find a sturdy pole about 6 to 8 feet long, maybe a couple inches in diameter, to apply leverage to move the log. The length of your pole really doesn't matter, but it's the way you use it to pull the log that counts, at least in this application. So about 3 feet up from the log, I'm gonna make another loop, and we're gonna stick this down through. This is where the fun begins. And this is where the magic happens. It seems like the further up that you put the loop of rope, the harder you have to pull in order to move the log. But it'll give you a lot more traction on softer ground, and vice versa. Start pulling. I'll show this in another video. You just want to get it off the trail, and of course, without touching any poison ivy. You can put a tremendous amount of power into your pull by doing this. You can see we're caught on this branch, so it's actually snapping the branch off. That should be plenty far off the trail. And that's how you move a poison ivy infested log. And as you can see, the tree moved off the trail nicely. I cleaned and or disposed of everything that the poison ivy came in contact with after I got home. It's been a few days, and so far so good as far as catching that dreaded poison ivy itch. I'm going to take our gloves off, turn the one glove inside out, and use that to grasp the other glove and pull it off so your skin doesn't come in contact with the poison ivy. And I'm going to throw it in this bag and pitch it in my nearest trash receptacle. So here's a few poison ivy pointers to help mitigate the chances of contacting poison ivy when you're enjoying the great outdoors. It's a good idea to clean yourself as if you were in contact with the poison ivy as soon as possible when you return home. It's always a good idea to avoid touching your bike tires unless you absolutely have to for maintenance. If you run over the vines or roots, the oils that cause dermatitis could be on the tire treads. If you have to sharpen or maintain tools such as axes, chainsaws, machetes, not like Danny Trejo machete, or other garden tools, be sure to clean them off with a strong degreaser to help dry up any oils that could be on them. I was told that these oils can last for months on a blade and still be effective to give you the dermatitis caused by poison ivy. If you enjoyed this video, can you please give me a thumbs up below? The greatest gift of all to this channel is to watch this video 100% through its entirety. If you want to help me improve future content at no cost to you, simply just click the Amazon store or eBay links before you make any purchases on these sites. I earn small commissions from any sale even if you don't buy the products listed in the videos. It's all about the traffic through these links. Please consider subscribing if you're new to this channel and check out some of my other videos or binge-worthy playlists. Thanks for watching this Mostly Mike Show presentation, and I'll see you next time.